All right, I'm with Corey Gradwohl today. Corey said that the red fishing in the inside waters since the passage of Tropical Storm Gordon has been just stupid. Not even challenging, definitely fun, but not a whole lot of work. So we kind of did something crazy this morning, made the long run in the dark to the outside waters. We're gonna try and catch some speckled trout first before we head back inside and take advantage of that good redfish run. Just got out here, the water is definitely stained, got a southwest wind today. Hey, look, this summer's been nothing but southwest wind. And even though now we're moving to the fall, it's apparently gonna continue, but we're hoping to get some nice speckled trout. Corey said last time he was out here, didn't catch many, only about 20, but they were all really, really nice fish. Hopefully we can make that happen. Oh, we also got some rain building. So we gotta kind of beat that as well. But that's what makes it fun, going up against the clock. We'll see what happens. All right, we got some definite pogies around in the area. We can hear them flipping all over the place. Corey's gonna start with a live shrimp. I'm gonna start with this matrix minnow before that sun gets high. See what happens.
Fish on, fish on. Feels decent?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's digging. Yep. Not what we wanted. Oh, fish on, fish on. Please be the right one.
Fish off.
Fish off. You can tell it was probably trout because it got off.
Yeah.
There it is, there it is. Stay up. Came off. Another takedown. There it is. You got him. And looks like a trout. Oh, sheephead. There you go. Going back to your sheephead hole. You stay hooked up? Oh, that's a trout, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
Nope.
Nope, sheephead. Bunch of them there. They're not even nice sheephead. All right, big boy.
See if we can make it happen.
Fish on. Is that a trout?
A little rat red, huh?
Rat red. Oh, not bad. Wait, what do we? I think I'm over you. Fish on? A little better one? Not really. We found the nursery. That might be a little better, huh? No.
No? Nope.
Same mold?
Yep.
Wow. Bumper crop. Good God, look at this shrimp. Oh my goodness. Guess it's appropriate for the fish we're catching.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna hook him through the body because he's not gonna stay on. Sorry, little guy. See if you can find me an 8-inch red. Same size you catching. If they're all about double this size, we'd be on them. That might be a better fish. Oh, big sheephead.
Yeah, I just heard it slapping.
All right, it's a very underrated fish here in South Louisiana. Of course, a sheephead, very, very good to eat, but they are difficult to clean and not a lot of yield on them. They're really kind of skinny. Most people throw them back, but the restaurants kill for these because they're really, really good. But we're not keeping any fish today, so we're gonna let him go. How could you hit that many times and not take it down? Come on, go ahead, go down, go down, go. It's about a 4-inch sheephead.
All right, we came outside trying to catch some trout. That didn't work out. So Corey has kind of worked his way in, hitting some spots, some points. At the end of this falling tide, it's just really barely trickling out now. But we finally just thrown in the towel. We caught a lot of sheephead, undersized reds, but no really good redfish. So now we're just gonna go run back inside. Corey said there's been a ton of bait in there. See if we can make something happen. I'm definitely optimistic.
Got him?
Yeah. That's a better one. There we go.
Got some shoulders?
Yeah, that's a keep.
Man, you saw the shrimp jump?
Yeah.
All right. All right, there we go. Perfect eating size redfish. So is that typical size you've been catching? You've been catching nice ones.
It's been good ones.
Good ones?
Yeah. 20s.
Okay. See, I'm an oddball. Like when I'm targeting reds, like that's the size I like to catch.
Yeah.
It's like the 16 to 20 inches. So there are points everywhere, all over, out of Delacroix. How do you pick which points you attempt to fish?
I just like the points with moving water on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it, moving around the backside of the point down the shoreline is what the fish are gonna hold with the bait blowing across it.
Okay.
They're just sitting there waiting to ambush it.
So do you kind of throw more in that eddy area, or where that water's actually
I'm
moving?
trying to figure out. Sometimes they'll be on the points, and sometimes they'll be in the coves behind the
Okay.
points.
Now, do you change your strategy depending on if it's the tide's rising or falling?
Basically, yeah. You just kind of almost kind of do the opposite on the other side of the point.
Okay, but pretty much you like fishing points.
Yeah, points in the coves.
Okay. Now, by coves, you mean coves immediately adjacent to a point, or would you mean like, back here, this being a cove, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right behind the points.
Right behind the points, okay.
Like fishing a flat thing.
Okay. And if you pull up to a new point that you've never fished before, how long do you give it before you move on?
5-10 minutes.
Okay.
If the redfish are there, they're gonna be there.
Okay.
Gonna eat right away.
Yeah. And what's a typical haul off of each point?
I've seen it 5 to 10 or 30 to 40.
Okay. Yeah.
You get a good school that's on there, they're gonna sit there and keep eating.
It's kind of amazing, isn't it? Like, you can throw in the exact same spot, and like if you're 5 feet out that spot, you're not gonna bite. You throw in that spot, you're gonna.
They're lazy. They're not gonna put much effort into coming to get it. So you need to put it where they at.
Right. I mean, there's definitely some mullet up in here. What kind of bait have you been seeing?
Mostly mullets.
Mullet. Yeah. Any pogies at all inside, or shad? No, just mullet.
This episode of Marsh Man Masson brought to you by Matrix Shad, and by Seatrout New Orleans, and by Versamax Corks, and by Death Grip Jig Heads.
So last week, of course, we had Tropical Storm Gordon move through this area. Even before that, we had a bunch of east wind, so the water got nice and high all throughout the South Louisiana marsh. That was definitely true in this area. And Corey said during that time, the fish were real tight up against the shoreline because the water was high. Now today, the water's really pulled out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the grass, you can see kind of yellow and brown at the bottom. The indication that water was up covering that area, and now it's pulled back out. So Corey said in a situation like that, you kind of expect those reds to maybe pull off that bank a little bit. We are throwing right up onto the shoreline, but it's not very long for our corks work their way off, and actually most of our fish have come there. Fish on, fish on. Feels like a good one? Yeah. He's hedging his bets. Could be. Yeah, it looks like decent fish. All right.
I can get him in the boat.
Do the do-si-do. Need me to net him, or you gonna hoist him? You gonna swing him?
Yeah. Make it work.
All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. So how would you say red fishing is like typically in September in the Delacroix area? Is it one of your better months or slower, or what? Oh, look at you, look at you. Doubled up. Yeah, mine's a little nicer.
I want to show you mine.
I don't think he's net worthy, but we'll see. Nah, he's not net worthy. We're just hoisting. All right. All right, so this is basically the perfect eating size redfish. I'm gonna say he's 18, 19 inches. This is the size you want to take home and eat. We're not keeping any fish today. Definitely love eating fish this size, but we're gonna let him go. I think I'm gonna stick a tag in him first, and he'll still be here waiting on you when you come here. There he is, fish on. He's a netter?
We can probably flip him.
You'll know in a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty fish. He's a netter.
Yeah.
Let me get mine in. Yeah, he's definitely a netter. He's a line popper if you don't net him. All right. All right. Nice. There we go. Uh-oh, I don't think it's big. All right. Boy, it's amazing how many juvenile reds are in here, huh?
It's a good sign.
It's a good omen for the fall. All right, hopefully this comes out on camera, but I'm going to show you kind of what Corey looks for a productive point. Doesn't mean this one's going to be productive, but this is the type of stuff that he looks for. If you see on this one ahead, there's a nice current line wrapping around it. You can see kind of calm water with some current wrapping around that point. That's a good indication that there's some moving water right there, and hopefully some redfish holding there. Now, red fishing like this is all about putting the odds in your favor. You're probably going to hit a bunch of spots like this in a day that don't produce anything, but sooner or later you're going to run across some fish, and you might definitely hit the mother lode. Corey was telling me yesterday, one of the points we hit today, he caught 20 within about a little 10-yard stretch. We caught a few there today, but not 20. But that's just kind of typical. You just got to hit a bunch of them and see where they are on that day.
Man, what a great day here in South Louisiana. Really fun trip with a really, really good fisherman, Captain Corey Gradwohl. And look, we had very good conditions today. A little bit of a southwest wind, but definitely not enough to really mess things up. Almost a sheet of glass in some areas. Tide was not moving that much. It was falling early, but that switch kind of chased us all the way back in, but still we're able to put a good number of fish in the boat. It is definitely on this year. It was on before Gordon, but it's especially on now. Just great action. Get out here and do this. It's going to be rolling through the whole fall. We're just kind of at the beginning of this fall season. I don't know if you call this late summer, early fall, whatever it is. It's just a great time to be on the water. All right, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and definitely subscribe to Marsh Man Masson on YouTube. Also hit the bell, the notification button next to the subscribe button, so you get alerted to all of our videos. Visit our Patreon page if you haven't seen it yet. Lots going on there. Man, it's a lot of fun. I really, really love my patrons. Until next time, if we don't see you here in the marsh, we'll definitely see you right here on Marsh Man Masson. Take care.